strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Welcome everybody, this is Bulldog, and I'm going to show you today how you can complete the Places of Power Tier 3 using only Supreme Leader Kylo and Kylo Ren Unmasked. I say only. This is the dynamic duo. They're the ones that are going to do all of the work. I just stuck in the three weakest characters that I could find just so they die off right away. And then I let this group do all the work on almost entirely on auto. I literally put this on auto and would walk away, and then occasionally would check back in, would have to make a few minor moves, and then would leave my phone again, or in this case my wife's phone. And it worked extremely well. Took a long time. It took a lot longer than it needed to because I could have checked back in more often. I kept a better eye on it. And Wave 2 went a lot longer than I needed it to. I'll talk about that here in just a second. But it took me an hour. This is sped up 8 times because I know you guys don't want to watch an hour video. Most of you probably aren't going to watch this entire thing. I'll show the ending and the big hit at the end in regular 4x speed. So if you want to to fast forward all the way to the end once you kind of understand what's going on here. But basically what's going on is that KRU is going to have his turn meter reduced. So there are a couple different turn meter reduction mechanics they have, and that's going to increase his health and protection, max health and max protection by 10% each time. He's going to end up with 22 million health, and then he heals whenever he gets hit. So he was healing for nearly 2 million health by the end of this run. It was insane, and he's basically unbeatable. Wave 4 is the only place he could actually be defeated. Now this one went on for quite a while, and actually may have benefited me because it did allow KRU to stack up more health than I was anticipating. So you could let any of these waves run for essentially as long as you want if you don't stack Kylo's mastery. He won't stack his mastery if he doesn't have Siphon. On auto, he doesn't use any of the abilities that give him Siphon because he can actually cycle permanently through his ultimate ability. So he just keeps using the ultimate and the AoEs. And those don't stack his mastery unless he has Siphon. So that's what I had to, on each wave, I had to kind of intervene a little bit I used the stun that's going to stack. That's the biggest ability that stacks mastery. So I used that and then would walk away again and let it continue to run. That way he could stack that mastery. Because the mastery and KRU's health protection gains carry over between waves. So that's what allows us to stack up insane health and protection, to stack up some very nice damage on Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. And then here's where I kind of had to play Phase 4 manually. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren does some weird things targeting Kylo and was wanting to use basics and not stack any mastery or stun or anything like that. We had, as you may have noticed there, had healing immunity on Kylo Ren Unmasked, and that prevented him from healing. He had so much health that he was still able to tank it quite a bit, and then he still was gaining whenever you lose that turn meter, he would still gain that protection, gain his max health, and so he was still actually recovering some things that way. He wasn't recovering percentage-wise, but actually in a way he was recovering percentage-wise. Anyway, that part's all complicated. But it allowed him to absorb some more of that damage until he could finally get that healing immunity off of him. Had to make sure we were focusing on Anakin and getting him stunned, so he'd be using basics less, so he wasn't continuing to reapply that healing immunity. So that could certainly be a problem. If again, you could let Wave 2, Wave 3 run for however long you wanted in order to try and stack up as much health on KRU. But I don't think you guys really want to have a battle that goes on for more than an hour, though, right? But if you're just like in my case, I was doing other things. This was almost completely on auto, so it wasn't as far as active time. This took less than 10 minutes, probably not even near that. I don't know exactly, but active time playing it wasn't all that high. But yeah, nobody wants their phone tied up for an hour while they're playing. So that's a whole other debate. But it was, I don't plan to ever do this again, but it was fun just to be able to say that I did it, to do it once, and I did actually have fun letting my phone run over by the side. So anyways, how do I have these guys modded? I have, honestly, I don't know how Supreme Leader Kylo is modded. It really doesn't matter. I think modded for offense here, but he can stack up. He's going to continue to stack offense regardless. So if you've got him modded for less offense, it's just going to take a little bit more time to stack it up, but it's not going to make a huge difference in the end as far as how easy this is to run or anything like that. Kylo Ren Unmasked. I have 3 defense sets and 4 health primaries. So add lots of health because he's going to recover that health whenever he's hit. Adding that defense so that he's not taking as much damage. The other side, the Jedi aren't gaining as much. They're not healing as much with health steal. I don't know how much health steal they have anyways. I didn't really pay attention to that, but that can be a factor. And really, all we had to do was each wave had to intervene to make sure we get those stacks of siphon so that Kylo can continue to build up his damage. And then I had to play it here because, again, Supreme Leader Kylo started doing some weird things. I couldn't figure out why it rained for a while. I couldn't figure out why we weren't making any progress. And it was because he was using his basic on Kenobi even when there was foresight, and that's obviously dumb. He would use his AoE when everybody had foresight. That's dumb. He would never use his stun, even though that's the one that dispels all those buffs and can't be evaded and that when whatever. So I had to kind of manually intervene there again, but it wasn't anything difficult, and the manual part didn't really take that much time. For the most part, this was all auto, and I'll slow it down as well. Actually, I think it's going to play all the way through, but I've got another clip here that I'll pop in, and you guys can see the final hit. And I'm going to show you some screenshots too of the hit and all of the damage that all of the healing that Kylo Ren Unmasked was doing for each hit. So yeah, again, it was taking a while because I walked away from my phone. Didn't even realize that Supreme Leader Kylo Ren was doing stupid things with the AI. I don't know if it ever would have. I think eventually it may have won, but he was just hitting foresights, and yeah, I don't know. We may have just kept using basic on Kenobi with foresight, which was ridiculous. I don't know why that's coded in there, but that's a whole separate thing. It doesn't really matter. It was easy to intervene manually, and now I'm just waiting for this final hit to come up at 8 times speed. It should get there pretty quick. So this is what, 32 times speed if you also factor in the 4 times speed from the game that we've got the settings on anyways. So should be coming up here. There's one down. The other one comes in just a little bit. And got the stun out of the way. That made, and went so fast we couldn't even see it. But let's flip it up here. Here was the final hit. Maybe. Come on now, don't freeze on me. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. There's the final hit on the ultimate. 1 million damage on Yoda. Where's that screenshot at? 1 million damage. So we've got 3 million damage on the AoE. That was pretty cool. Here's the screenshot of Kylo Ren Unmasked. You can see the green number here is what he is healing for. He is healing for 1.7 million. So you have to hit for over 1.7 million to even move his health bar. That those are some crazy numbers. It was a lot of fun to be able to say that I did it. It was actually running. It was not fun at all, and not worth the rewards. It went too fast for you guys to see the rewards, but they're good. They're not terrible. They are useful rewards. It's better than the galactic challenges. But for stealing my wife's phone for an hour since that was her account, yeah, I don't think she was really too thrilled about that. But that's okay. I'll make it up to her later. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. And we've got some more things coming. Just did my first Twitch stream, so be sure to follow me on Twitch as well. I'm going to be doing some more things over there, and definitely some Grand Arena. Might start doing. I actually think I'm going to start doing some of the Galactic challenges on as a Twitch stream, so kind of live as I'm testing through it. Some of you guys want to see it. I've posted the videos on YouTube with the end results, like the 6 or 7 teams that I find that can beat the highest tier of the Galactic Challenges. Some of you actually want to sit in and kind of theory craft with me and see what I work through and see all, not just the successes, but all the ones that failed and how many times it takes to get each success. So I think I might start doing that on Twitch, because I need to get some more streams on Twitch to hit affiliate status. And because I'm still doing most of my Grand Arena on YouTube. So I might do some live streams there. So anyways, bottom line, go follow me on Twitch as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next time.